So the past 3 days have been very, very difficult with the whole tongue tie release and lower lip tie release, particularly because it's very, very sore. And as I said in the previous video, a lot of the improvements that I noticed on the first day have gone. So, for example, I can move my tongue side to side and stuff, but what I fear is that the tongue, like the fascia is, because it basically reattaches after the surgery, but my fear is that it's kind of reattaching incorrectly, because I remember on the first 3 days I was instructed not to move the tongue up and stuff so I don't break the stitches, but I would have thought that is precisely when the tissue is most likely to be reattaching. So for example, I can do side to side, without moving the jaw, which is fine. But for example, this, the suction hold is not great, and also I can't. Well, obviously it's better than it was before the surgery. I can't touch the tongue to the roof of my mouth with any ease whatsoever. Whereas in the surgery itself, I remember afterwards she said, "Put your tongue to the roof of the mouth," and I was able to do it, and able to even coat the roof of my mouth with my tongue. So yeah, it's been a difficult few days because I'm in a bit of a weird place where I'm like, is this exactly what it's meant to be like at this stage? I know it's meant to be tight, but does that mean it's meant to be completely inflexible in that sense? Yeah, I'm probably just being overly dramatic, but it's definitely been stressing me out a little bit. I've been messaging the surgeon, who's happy to answer my questions, and also the osteopath who referred me to the surgeon in the first place, just asking their thoughts. You know, is this a case of it's going to get back to how it was on the day of the surgery, which is fantastic, all these benefits immediately, or is it never going to quite get to that same level? That's, I guess, my concern at the minute. Because, for example, past 3 days, yeah, I've woken up, dry throat, refluxing and stuff, as I was doing before the surgery. Whereas the couple of days after the surgery, it was fine, everything was going really well. And you can't really tell, but it's here and here, it's almost yellow. It's very tender, and also here, it's quite red, and I can obviously feel that. So I guess it's when you have the surgery, this is something you should probably know before you go in. When you have the surgery itself, it's not had time to create all these wounds and scars, etc. And you're also numbed, so it means the tongue is free to move everywhere. But in the days afterwards and the week afterwards, which is what I'm experiencing in a minute, yeah, while it's healing, it's all really, really tight, and you can obviously feel that as well. So it's not just the fact that you can't move it because it's tight, but it's also because you can feel it because of the pain. The area is not numb, so you can, if you were to stretch it really a lot, you can obviously feel that, and it's very uncomfortable. So yeah, this is just, as I said, it's just my experience as I'm going through it live. So you can see what it's like to have this type of surgery done, and hopefully over the next few days and weeks it's going to get easier. But my brother was trying to encourage me. He was saying, if this was going really, really well and it's going to heal properly, you would expect to go through this stage of it where it's trying to heal. So I'm trying to stay positive, but it's definitely gotten to me a bit. But yeah, trying to stay positive where I can. All right, I'll see you all soon.